So we're finally back, and I kind of have to redo this section because I lost my recording. Thank God I saved it because for some reason my video recorder kept screwing up. Hopefully it won't do it again. If it does it again, then I'm gonna have to mess with it a bit to see what's going on. I changed one setting, so hopefully that helps it. So this part of the game is basically to show that things are not looking good. Not looking good at all. It's affecting everybody. Happens quite quickly, but it's not. You don't really get the psychological extent that you got in Devil Survivor 1. Yeah, whatever. I'm not actually sure what the correct response is for EOR most of the time. I'm not sure. I really don't know. She's a little unpredictable. With Yuzu, it was like easy to tell. With most of the characters in the first game, it was easy to tell what responses to pick. And I'm pretty sure with Daichi, it's pretty easy to tell. But with EO, I don't actually get it most of the time. Makes it a little interesting. You're not sure if you're supposed to be sincere or serious or funny or laid back. Yes, Daichi, you're so simple-minded. So this will be a lot of reading for right now. You know, and it's not even that much for me. I'm sure for other people, they're just like, oh god, I don't want to read, I just want to play. But quite honestly, this is not bad compared to what it could be. Trust me. Japan can be much worse at times. Apparently the first game was made the way it was. I'm sure the second game followed suit is because he kind of wanted to have traits of light novels. The difference between light novels and normal novels is, of course, they're usually simpler. They're not very heavy on narration is the main thing. They are more dialogue oriented, it seems, a lot of the time. Is the main trait. Visual novels are like that. They're basically kind of like plays with prose in between it. So yes, use the bathroom, EO. He has no delicacy, but of course, it's also a little. I hope no one gets offended by that either. Because they're like, oh, you can't ask a girl if she needs to use the bathroom, but you can ask a boy if they need to use the bathroom. I don't know. That's kind of a Japan. That might just be a Japan thing. I don't really know. I'm not the biggest socializer in the world. I wouldn't ask a question like that anyway, unless it was like before a vacation or something. Be like, all right, before we go anywhere, please, everyone, fucking use the bathroom, please, for the love of God, so we don't have to stop a million times on the road. Some people just have terrible bladder, and they have to go multiple times, and that would be just make a car ride hell to always have to stop when you just want to go. I don't really mind rereading this, even though I actually had a video that I lost, and I don't mind rereading it. I don't know why. Obviously, you get time stamps, kind of like Persona 3 and 4, except this is much more limited. You really have to be selective with what you choose. You really won't get the chance to converse with all the characters you want to. It's not going to happen. Or at least I don't think it happened. It certainly couldn't happen in Devil Survivor. So you have to be. It's to encourage replays, but I don't know. I feel like the game is a little too long to just casually replay. Obviously, you can New Game Plus it, but I never felt the incentive to do that in Devil Survivor because I think that would just be boring. Unless it let me just outright skip shit all the time. I know you can skip dialogue, and I know you can just easily bust your way through the game, but to me it feels really repetitive and boring. So it doesn't work quite as well as it needs to. So I really only have the incentive to play the game once. That's just how I am. And as you can see, citizens and soldiers are not getting along already. In the last game, though, they really didn't get along because the soldiers were keeping them in the town. They wouldn't even let them out at all because of the demon infestation in the first game. Yep. Gotta just go around. I think this is the last place I can go for now. Maybe not. Obviously, they have to make the dialogue short enough to fit in the text box. That's what TUI said. And the TUI director said, the World Ends With You director, that is, said was a main difficulty is they had to design the dialogue so it would fit in the confines of the speech bubbles per little thing, working within confines. And I thought they made the dialogue of TUI pretty good overall, much better than most anime, manga like things. I'm sure not everyone thinks the dialogue in TUI is good, and that's fine, but I thought it was quite good. There's obviously a bit of shady. I mean, there's shady. I'm just mentioning what happened in the game. There's a bit of cheesiness in that game, of course, but cheesiness isn't always bad. It's only bad when it doesn't fit the tone of the game. Or let's walk home. Yep. Just gonna do that. I don't really know, but since that's one of the options, I guess I can take it. Alright, now we got this thing. This is not a fight. If it doesn't say battle, it is not a fight. Yeah, if I had to walk for a long time, my legs would turn to jelly as well. Actually, recently started walking quite a bit, though, so maybe not. I'd be okay. I'll be a nice guy. Walking is such a nice, relaxing exercise, though. This might seem a little slow of a start, but trust me, compared to other Japanese stuff, it could be a lot slower. It's just kind of trying to show you that the world's getting kind of messed up right now, and it's not something they can just. Their whole life has kind of changed. It's not something they can just easily deal with. I think that's the main point of this beginning. It doesn't take forever to do it, so I'm totally okay with its approach. Dube. I don't know how to pronounce it. If I had the kana, I might be able to pronounce it, but even then, I don't think I don't think it's actually a Japanese name. It might be. I'm pretty sure it's a made-up name. It might be from some other language. I don't know. Obviously, they idiotically just gather around that. Why would they do that? Why would they do that? Kind of idiot. And that's rather dark. I wonder how the anime for this game was. I never watched it. I didn't want to because I wanted to play the game. And I'm sure it's not great. I didn't hear of it. It seems pretty like everyone pretty much has already forgotten about it, so I'm sure it was not great. Although the story of this game might not be great for These all mean the same thing, main character. I'm sure the story is not... Well, here we are again. Let's go ahead and save it. And we'll stop that video for right now, and we'll continue on right afterwards. I'm worried that the recording will stop again.